What's going on, guys? Kiger here. A bunch of new events went live on Southeast Asia in servers as well as global. I'm going to be going over all the events and how to maximize them. Starting off first on Southeast Asia in servers, they got the Tulip event as well as a few things global did not with that event. First, we're going to have the Tulip Mirror Flower Trial. Right now on global, it's Almond Blossom. These are pretty easy matches. Whenever you beat the floor boss, so you fight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the floor boss, which you will then be able to pick these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is unlocking these, and then you use those to fight the boss. Now, to score the most amount of points, you need to be doing this every day, because as the days go by, the trials that have been around for at least a day get easier, as well as get less points. Now, the one that's the most important of this entire thing, I could go step by step, but I don't think that's really necessary as this scales to your server level. But the one that's the most important is 1-1, so the very first one you do, you unlock this one, which is you get 20% more points for having Tulip deployed. So that you can swap fairies or whatnot, but you have to start the match with Tulip, and then you will get the 20 additional points, 20% additional points. So after you beat 1-1, you equip this, because you can only have one out of these 5 equipped, and then you have to have Tulip on your team, and you'll get 20% additional points, which will go towards the ranking at the end, which you'll then use in the shop. Then we have the Golden Bull Fortune event, which is just a damage sponge. He doesn't lose HP, he doesn't have any weaknesses, just fight him. Fire Echo, give him fire weakness, with Winter Cherry if you have her, increase the fire weakness with Chestnut Rose, and then go to town on him. Or use Twins to just increase PvE damage. It lasts for 1 minute, so Gypsophilia doesn't do a whole lot here. And you get the payout. You get 1 freebie per day, but there's also holiday gift right here where you go talk to Tulip in town, and for the first week they will give you an additional 2 attempts per day. Then this is the shop for the bull. You can go for the nameplate if you wish. I think the 3 most important ones are literally right here. Yellow weapon enhancement, yellow armor enhancement, and class advancement. They're all at pretty competitive prices. You can go for other things if you wish, but I think these are the most important things. This is the one that a lot of people are asking questions about. So how this works is you top up, which is spending money in the game. It goes into the fund. People are confused about the gold bars. These gold bars signify Kabbalah crystals, but it's just the gold bars is this version of the Kabbalah crystals for, the whole idea is Tulip does money. Money is generally signified as gold bars, so that's how they're doing it. It is Kabbalah crystals. So you spend, and then you click this button right here, and then it gets spread out across everything right here. So if you do like 1,000, then it goes evenly across everything with a max at the very end. And then every other day you get to claim one that gets a portion of that. Generally, I suggest saving your spending to the last day to decide what you want to do, but with an event like this, you need to pretty much spend literally 2 days, and then it gets spread around, and then you get refund as you go through. That's it for SEA. On to global. First, I'm going to talk about some changes that happened in 1.36, and then I'm going to talk about the new events. So, one that I really dislike is right here. You will see instead of having one bar that goes down, bosses now have X number of bars that change color as they go down. You may get a little confused because it'll say 1x, and that is one additional XP bar. HP bar, which is a red bar, which makes you think it's the last one, but the actual last HP bar is blue. So that makes it a little tough, especially if you do like a fire elemental realm. It's also really confusing because he only goes down to, I think, 2 HP bars, and generally you can kind of tell just by guesstimating if someone's under 40%, but going into the fight saying, okay, they have 20, wait till they get under 40%, so they'll get under X number of bars. It could be easier, it could be harder for some people, but I just don't like this change. Next is a positive change. So before the change, if you only had one copy, you could not dismantle it. Now, as you see, this is my only Gypsophilia, and I'm able to dismantle her. So this will help me, if I dismantle her right now, that'll give me 60 Gypsophilia, which will equate to 180 random ones to go towards another holy. Up here at the top, this will give you a better idea. This is what we're used to seeing right here. Your 4 abilities, basic attack button, dodge, and weapon swap with the 2 fairies, and target and swap up top. But if you're not in combat, then this is what it looks like. It's supposed to make taking pictures a bit easier, even though we already have a camera feature. This is kind of a weird, unnecessary change, but it's okay. I don't mind. Next, they got rid of the whole level 30, level 50 unlock for the Miru to get more team slots. Now you start with 4, and then you get the last one at Miru 70, which was the level was before, but gives you more to play with early on. Already talked about this in several different videos, but this middle spot for inscription and order is for the new game mode that will be coming, which, as we see right here, these bottom 6 stats right here have been added to the filter. All generally inscriptions, the top half are for offense, and order, the bottom half are for defense. So it seems like 3 for offense, 3 for defense. This is a welcome change, quick exchange. We get our boxes that can get any of these things, and then you would have to go back and forth and put them in so you could do an upgrade. Now, if you have enough boxes to do an ascension at this level, you click the button, it shows you how many. This is 157 that I have. It shows it would take 149, and this is what I would be getting that will give me the exchange that I need to make this enhancement happen. And then you click it, they all go into place, you hit progress, bam, you're done. Now, new events. We have the Holy Fairy selection on global. This is a huge one because immediately you could start with a level 6 Holy Echo right now. And that is because on day 3, scripted on any new server, there is this one right here, the Twins banner. Then you have these 4, and then you can always buy Sakura in the shop. So that's immediately level 6, and you'll be able to get that by picking any of the 4 you want. I'll explain which ones I would pick and why. And then, where's that? Then you do the exchange for the other 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you get the ones I was saying, and then you have a level 6 Echo you could do day 3. That's pretty ridiculous, and anyone right now, if you're willing to spend enough money, you're able to have a level 6 Holy Echo at a playable level. Now, if you we're just doing this and wanted to pick one. Mistletoe is the most interesting in my opinion. She comes around the least. So if you want to get all of them and you want to get the most rare one, she is the most rare right now. Gypsophilia is 1A and 1B with twins. So if you want a great PvE team, Gypsophilia is the one to go after. As far as PvP, depends on what you're looking for. If you just have the raw stats and you're stronger than everyone else, Laurel is the one to go for because he will just bust people up. If you want to CC people with stuns and such, Licorice is the one to go for. Licorice also does surprisingly high damage. Then if you want to do this holy bundle right here, you get the free ones. But if you want to get just one extra selection, maybe you want to focus one and then get an unlock on the side, then I suggest getting pack 1, where's that, pack 2, and pack 4. This will cost $6, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, $22 to get whichever of the 4 holies you want. That would be $20, $40, $60. And as I said, you can pick whichever one you want with these shards. You get one at 120, another one at 150, one more at 200, and 2 at 300. Decide for yourself how many you want to go for, but I suggest going for a particular number. Then that's done. Then we have selection packs again. These are going to be the same suggestions I made before. I think the $5 ones, which will be $50 in total, are the most bang for your buck, period, the end, because of the extra stuff you get. I think the $10 ones are also really, really good. And then we're just going base value from there. The $40 one is expensive, but is the only way in this here to get red cards. I have the fake card video, so decide with your wallet what you want to do. But I think the 5s are the most important, and the 10s are also very, very good. Then we have the Fire Dragon. We've had this twice so far. This is the third come around. Do it daily to get 10 coins. First to clear level 7 gets these rewards. And then ranking at the end, get the portrait, the title, and an extra 150. There's 7 stages. The first 2 rounds, the boss does not have a weakness. Stage 3 is fire. Stage 4 is water. Stage 5 is wind. Stage 6 is earth. And stage 7, he does not have a weakness, but he has these 2 effects: Dragon King and Dragon Vibe. Dragon King. The Dark Dragon would not take the additional element counter damage, and its physical attack would be reduced. The defense of the character and its spell attack would reduce the healing amount of the character. So his attacks lower your stats. But very importantly, he doesn't take additional elemental damage, even though he does not have a weakness. That means if you have something like Winter Cherry that gives him fire weakness, he doesn't take additional damage from things like that. Even if you increase it with something like Chestnut Rose, he still will not take that damage. Dragon Vibe, get increasingly furious under the influence of the Dark Dragon. The longer, every 2 minutes he gets 20% attack. He does 2 main attacks, really. He does the normal dragon attacks, and the 2 new ones he has here is he does like a side jump that does a lot of damage, but he kind of does a tell for it. He'll situate himself, lean to one side, and then he jumps to the other. And then he always did the 1, 2, 3 fire fire spit. Now he does a full left to right beam. Then the shop, and the biggest one right here is going to be the class advancement materials right here. Then really everything else is up to you. I think most people, because of the price, could just get these two pretty easily. This is treasure. That's up to you. We have the new game mode, so it's not really needed. Gold's not really needed. Treasure map is actually very, very good as well. Everything else is kind of up in the air. They have the 3 dies, but they're super expensive, 20, 20, and 40. So that's up to you. And that is it for all the updates. Let me know what you guys think down below. Until next time, guys.